Tivoli Village at this art space called Art2Art. And Ross, you remember there was an artist featured on our show named David Fay.
Yes, I do, and I believe that some of his artwork is featured here also, isn't it?
Yes, absolutely. He is sharing a space with another artist named Regina Vinicki, and we are going to go look at their art right now.
And also some of the other fabulous artwork that is here as well.
Look at this place.
So colourful and bright and vibrant and beautiful.
Hi, guys.
Hello.
Regina, I'm so excited to see your work and David Fay's work in your little space here.
Yes, I'm really excited to be here. I've been over at the Arts Factory, and then now I have come over here, and I'm just thrilled. Heiko here has been so willing to show my work along with my friends. David Fay is a wonderful artist that I featured over at the other gallery. Now I'm over here with him, and he's brilliant.
And we are happy to have you in here because everyone loves your artwork when they come in.
Oh,
nice. Well, and this is interesting because for a lot of people that might not know this, this is in the neighborhood of Summerlin, which is a beautiful residential area that's a little off the beaten path from the Strip or the Arts District. It's all the way west on the edge of town next to some beautiful nature, and it's a really lovely place to visit. And if you're visiting, of course, come to Art2Art in Tivoli Village. Let's go and see some of your work.
Yes. So this here is part of my work. I love to do anything that's whimsical and fun and makes people feel the magic of art. My background is fifth generation circus performer, so I like to put a lot of theatrical sort of movement and light and color into my pieces. This one here is three-dimensional, and then I like to kind of carry it off of the canvas.
Regina, I love how those butterflies are just popping off your painting. So if somebody purchases that, do they get the butterflies?
Yes, yes they do.
Okay. Great.
Yeah, and then my latest works are over here. I've got Ursula the Sea Witch, and this was actually a portrait that I was commissioned to do from a lady who wanted to be portrayed as the Sea Witch. So I'm planning on doing a whole line of that, portraits that I'm offering people as their favorite characters. You can be your own superhero, your own favorite character, or your own villain. Either way.
No judgment, right?
No judgment. I also have several other artists that I'm showing here as well from my other gallery. I have Yobi Graciano right here behind me, the two large pieces. And I have Victor Nizovskev over here. I always get tongue-tied saying his name. But I also have over here, I have my latest work, which is called Siren Song. And I like to change things up. Behind you over there, I've got a lot of wildlife work. I like to embrace all the different subject matters. So my favorite things to paint are people and animals and anything that's fantasy related. I like to put a lot of magic into my art. Heiko actually came to me when I was working over at the Arts Factory, and I've just been blessed to develop such a good friendship with him. And when the pandemic happened and I had to close my space, he was so gracious to offer me this space, and I've just been blessed. I can't thank him enough. And I've also brought over my friend David Fay. He is going to be showing more of his work here. And we're just happy to be, connected with art and keeping ourselves going during this whole pandemic. And
you have one of my favorite David
I know.
Fay pieces. Can you tell me a little bit about this?
Yes, this is Blackbird. He won People's Choice Awards and Best in Show for this piece. And when you crank it and look in the mirrors, you'll actually see the birds flying. So he sculpted each bird individually, and when you crank it, they look like they're flying, especially when you crank it quickly. But his work is brilliant. He is so imaginative, and I think that's the reason why he and I click, because we both have that in common. He likes to joke and say, "You make a good backdrop for my art."
This is such a fun concept for a gallery, to give individual artists all their own little spaces.
Yes, and he encourages us to be here and paint and interact with people. And it's so much fun to see their expressions when they walk in, and all the different styles, because there's so many different styles here. We have everything from modern art all the way to photorealism. Everything's here.
Regina, this piece is really special, so I want you to tell us about this.
Oh, this piece here, I love this piece. This is a part of an art collective here in Las Vegas called the Time Machine. And there's 35 local artists. We all got together, and we all had medicine cabinets that we decided to renovate and make into different time machine experiences. And this is the one that I made. And if you look closely, there is Bubbles of Time. Right here is Old World and New World, and the Time Machine Traveler. And then the butterfly is representing the butterfly effect, which if you're a sci-fi geek, as I am, you'll understand why every time traveler needs to be aware of the butterfly effect. But you've got to come check it out here at Art2Art. We are scattered all over the place. It's like a treasure hunt. So you'll be able to go and find these different medicine cabinets from all our different artists all over Vegas.
Heiko, it's so good to see you.
Thank you for coming over here.
Absolutely. So tell me a little bit about this amazing space that you've created.
Let me tell you about Art2Art. What was my idea to create this big company with nearly 40 artists representing, having each a studio booth. We had the gallery next to Brio, and we have 70 or 100 artists coming in asking us for representation, and I said, come back next year April, come back next year June.
Yeah.
So I found, together with Tivoli management, a space that was empty, and we created this one. In 2-3 months, we built the walls, we had all the artists come in. I still have 50 on waiting list, so I could fill another space. And people are happy to see this. Everyone says, this is missing in Vegas, this is missing. You see this here, this guy, Rocky Asbury, he's one of my most sold artists for the last, I would say, 2 years. He creates, you see the wonderful sofa that he does, the backside, beautiful. All the artwork, this is what people love, color and big size.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I saw that there's even some artists painting here.
Yes, we do. We do have many. I think many is still painting in here. Regularly before the pandemic, we had like 10, 15 artists every day painting, crafting in here. Now it's a little bit slow, but it's coming back. Yeah. So we said this month was actually very good for us. A lot of people coming and buying. So I'm happy that Vegas is coming back out.
Yes. Oh, we are all so happy to hear that. So this really is sort of a hybrid between art studios and a gallery.
Good, that's why we have the other called the Art2Art Gallery, and this is the Art2Art District. But when I put it up, it's an Art2Art Gallery and District. So because we are one space, yeah, all the artists we create a very nice, as Regina said, a family. Yeah, so where we help each other. We tell the artists what we think sells better, and they tell us what they think, and we just craft ideas together.
Well, it's important for artists to sell. I mean, that's how we make our living. So
that's the point, yes.
Yeah, this is wonderful. So people can come in and they can not only purchase art, but they can see art being made live right before their eyes.
That's the whole reason I want the artists painting and crafting in here, because they get more attention. Kiki Toussaint, for instance, she wasn't here for the whole time of the pandemic, and when I just had one customer asking for one piece, she came back, and next day, while talking with customers, she sold 2 pieces.
Nice.
Yeah, it's together for sure. We sold it for her, but this is what happens when you are here.
People like to meet the artist before they buy the work.
It's a connection that the customer searches with the artist. Because he doesn't want to buy just a piece of art, he wants to know the artist, he wants to know the story about it. And if you ask Manny for his stories about his paintings, you'll be fascinated what he can tell you about each part of his painting.
So tell us about how people can find you and what are your hours?
So at present we are at Tivoli Village, 400 South Rampart, Suite 120. And you can also for sure go on the website, www.art2art Gallery. We have actually a virtual tour on the internet, so you can walk in and go around. You can call me, you can email me, as everything is on the website. So, and for sure, I would love my customers to come over here, because our services, if you say, I love this one, but there's another piece that I like and I can't really choose the one for my house, I'll come with the 2 pieces or 3 pieces to your house, I'll hang it, and you say yes or no, and when you say yes, I'll hang it for you. And
yeah, so you're like a personal art curator for people's homes.
yeah, I'll try to do that.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much for having us
thank
in
you
your
for coming.
space. And give us your website one more time.
So it's art, ART, number 2, art.gallery, Art2Art.
Great. Well, thank you so much for being a part of Vegas Unveiled.
Thank you for coming.
And I will be back because I got some blank walls that
I
need
hope so.
art.